What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to In the Details. My name is Jen, and in today's video we are testing out two new products from QUIVR, which is QUIVR's Whitewater and QUIVR's Seal. And both these products are going to be put to the test today because we're testing them both on an uncoated car. There is some protection on the windows from what I see. However, the rest of the car is completely flat. We will show that here shortly. And this is the same car that I worked on last week where we used Wipeout. If you did not see that video, I highly suggest you do. And looking at the different dilutions that I tested out Wipeout, which I will leave right above here. Now, let's talk a little bit more about both these products. This product here is Josh V's take on a foam-on sealant, which is supposed to provide gloss and protection for up to 2 to 3 months, as what is stated on the back of this bottle. Now, the smell of it is, it's chemically, but it's like a clean chemical. It tastes like, it smells like a, it smells just like a clean chemical. So nothing super bad, but it smells like a clean chemical. Now, this is the one that I'm probably the most excited about, which is QUIVR's Seal. This is Josh V's take on a universal ceramic sealant. So this should be very similar to Shine Supply Clutch. It should also be similar to Nighthawk brand's MAC, which is the multi-application ceramic sealant that you could use in both the interior and exterior. And that's what Josh V wanted to do with this. So you could use this on your wheels, you could use this on your tires, you could use this inside, you could use it on bed liners. You literally can use this everywhere, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty excited to see his take on this. And this smells, it actually smells really good. It smells tropical. I don't really know. I'm getting like a little orange hint, but other than that, it is, it smells tropical. So the protection on this is supposed to be up to 6 months. And according to the bottle, it says that it can be diluted up to 3 to 1, but that does affect the longevity of that 6 months that he is claiming on this bottle. So with that being said, I'm excited to try both these out. What I'm first gonna do is I'm going to clean the car in its entirety, and then we're gonna go and show you the kind of hydrophobics on this car, which is none. So with that, let's go and let's get into it. All right, I do want to show the car before we do a wash here, and you can see tires are actually not that bad, but this is where I want to show you. And this is what I'm excited to try, the QUIVR Seal, because look at this. It's really oxidized, it's fading. They do need a trim restore, but they, are going to be happy if we just can make it look slightly better. In addition to that, the car is not severely dirty. Again, just these trims is where we're going to really see Seal put to the test, and then I'll show you the way the water is working on this. But again, some more trim area where it is oxidized and starting to fade, and here goes some more as well. But again, the paint is not bad, and again, they do take this through the car wash, so I think we'll be able to see how well both these products work. Okay, so I just finished washing, decontaminating this car so that we could get it prepared to have QUIVR Whitewater on it and also QUIVR Seal. I do want to show you that there is protection on this glass. So when we use the QUIVR Whitewater, we're not going to compare it and say that that was done by Whitewater because I don't know what protection is on there. However, I want to show you the panel itself. So the panel definitely floods, but it slowly sheets. So there is possibly some type of protection on here, but it's basically gone. So we now can see how well this product will do. And then again here, just, you see how it just floods. And the glass here, same thing. So let's get started on putting the Whitewater on this and testing it out. All right, so I have Whitewater in here. I have it 2 ounces in my foam cannon. It says 1 to 3. It also states to let your car be wet, but not severely wet, because it could also dilute even more. So I think the car is pretty good for us to foam this on here. So let's get started. And as you can see, it definitely is a bit runnier. It could be my water, but not entirely too sure. Now, let's get to the other side. Got the whole car foamed on. We'll let this sit. We'll let this sit for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. It really doesn't state how long to let this sit for on the bottle. So let's actually do a minute or 2 minutes and then kind of go from there. And let's look at the hydrophobics that we have on this. I do want to state that on the bottle, it does state, look for a beading and sheeting type of, this is like a beading and sheeting. So let's see what happens. I can see some stuff starting to occur here. We already had some good protection on here. So yeah, let me put the foam cannon back and we'll go from there. Okay, we're gonna start rinsing this off. All right, so what I see here is it's definitely beading, but it's also sheeting. So I do agree with what it said, that it is a beading and sheeting type of product. But let me bring you in so you can see a little bit more here. All right. So I'm bringing you in now, and you can see a lot more beads on here, but I want to show you that this is truly a beading and sheeting, and that's what QUIVR states on the Whitewater, that it is a beading and sheeting type product. So let's look at it. So you can see that it beads, but it also sheets as well. It's like a beading and sheeting, as it's mentioned there. So it definitely beads and sheets. And then on a glass, it did give a little bit more protection, because before it was just like, actually, it gave a little bit more protection, I would say. But whatever was on here already was good. So let me go further out to kind of show the beading perspective. So if you can see that, there goes the beads. If I'm closer, it beads and sheets. But if I'm further out, there goes the beads. And then there goes the sheeting. Now, let's put a QUIVR nozzle on this. I have a QUIVR nozzle on here, so let me show you. So you can see it kind of sheets off pretty fast. Okay, let's do one more time here and just see. All right, so yeah, you can see that it beads. And then when you get closer, is the beading and sheeting. And it sheets off pretty fast. All right, so that is QUIVR Whitewater there. And now let's look at Seal. Okay, so we are about to test QUIVR Seal now, and I want to test it right here because you can see that this is completely faded. Now it says that you can add it to the microfiber or directly onto the surface. So let's do it surface first. Oh, well, let me prime the applicator here. All right, let's apply it now. Oh, it smells really good. It doesn't state how long to add it on, but we are going to remove it off now. I'm going to come with this side. This side is actually okay. So I want to show how it looked prior to. That was a little faded here. And then look here. So although it's still faded, it's not as bad as it once was. Now let me try up here. I think this would probably be the best one to show you. Okay. We're going to try it on this. We're going to try it on this panel, but I'm going to spray it into the microfiber. So again, it says you could apply directly on a panel or on a microfiber. I'm going to apply this to the microfiber here. And then use the other side to buff off. And you could definitely see the darkening effect. So you can see here how this is darker than this. We'll do another 50-50. I'll do this side and leave that side there. I'm gonna again apply it to the microfiber, and we'll just do that side there. So if you can see how light that side is, how dark that side is. Okay, here goes another area that I want to show you here, where we're going to do from here down and leave this. So you can see that it's faded. From here downward, it's faded. From here upward is also faded. So again, I'm going to apply a few sprays to the microfiber towel, and I'm going to go from here downward. And let's see if you can see that difference there. Yeah, you definitely can. But I'm trying to let it also dry off. There we go. And then dry it off. All right. So I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it definitely has a darkening effect here. And then you can see that it is still faded. It's very smooth to the touch. This is like buttery smooth. This is like buttery smooth. And then this here is just, it's rough. You can hear the difference. So let's see if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that, but this is definitely, and you can see I've let it sit for a minute and it's still really good. Now, granted, this is I think it's a 2010. So these trims actually probably need a trim restore, but look how much it brought back compared to how it looked before. So that's really good. Now I'm going to finish going through and finishing off the entire car here. I'll show you the end result. All right, let's give my final thoughts on both these products. Let's start with QUIVR Whitewater. I did put in the foam can 2 ounces. It does state to do 1 or 3, but 2 ounces gave me that wet foam, which I loved, and it provided a great dwell time. And I think I left it for 2 minutes before I had to rinse off. And the way this presented on an uncoated car was a beater and a sheeter all in one. So when I used the water and I pressure washed it on there, you saw it bead, and then it fast sheeted off. Sometimes it beaded and sheeted together. And then when I use the QUIVR nozzle, it sheeted. So if you like a beater and sheeter, this is definitely for you out. Now let's talk about QUIVR Seal. Now QUIVR Seal is probably going to be a product that is definitely going to continue to be talked about, just for the fact that its direct competitors is for this type of product because they make them as well, right? This is a lot cheaper. And to be honest with you, I do want to test it compared to the others, but I will tell you right now, if my memory serves me correctly, which I do have some and I will do a hand-in-hand test, this is just as good as Shine Supply and Nighthawk MAC. So if that is truly the case, and if my memory is correct, then this is definitely worth the money because it is significantly cheaper than its competitors. So that is something that is definitely going to be looked out for. But remember that that car is about 13 to 14 years old. That trim definitely needs trim restore. But if you saw how it provided a darken effect on there, did it fully restore it? Absolutely not. But that's not what this product is. It's to give it a darkening effect in addition to that to protect it. It did exactly that. And you feel the area where it was chalky, you put this on, it's smooth. And I'm actually going to make more videos on this, comparing it to other products. In addition to that, to kind of show how this could be a all-in-one product in the wintertime. So stay tuned for that video there. But if you like these products, definitely check the description. I'll leave the links for both of them. Again, please like and subscribe to my channel and leave in the comments if you want me to try these products against other products. Just let me know if that's something you're interested in. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.